All right, this is One Last Midnight. Welcome to an episode of Oxygen Not Included. This is the occupational upgrade. They're going to have a new upgrade out in 1 week and 1 day, it looks like. Okay, we haven't played this in a long time. I mean, a long time. I got the game when it kind of first came out, and it was in really, really early access. And I haven't played in a while. And the reason why I didn't play in a while is because I liked the game so much. I didn't want to spoil it by just continuing to keep playing it over and over and over again. So I'm going back into it. It's been enough time that I think that there's been enough content in here, and I think we can actually make something of this. So for those of you new to Oxygen Not Included, it's a space colony simulation game. You're dropped deep inside of an alien space rock, and your crew, which are these replicant guys, they need to master science, they need to overcome strange new life forms, and they need to survive, right? So that's a big thing. They've got to survive. I did play for a little bit. It's been a long time since I played, so I played for a couple days just to kind of, a couple game days, just to kind of get my head back into how this game works and what it's doing and what the new features are. And so I think I'm ready. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start a new game. We're just going to do a standard game. When you start off, it generates the world. It's all randomly generated. You don't know where you're going to land. You don't know what's going to happen. And then you get some people, right? You get these handful of replicant guys that you could choose from. And at this point in time, when this thing finally gets loaded up, but at this point in time, what you get to do is you actually get to choose your first 3 guys. And think of like RimWorld, right? Where you've got your characters that have the basic attributes, and then they have some traits, and they could be negative traits, right? And then they have some interests, and there's some additional stuff, and the biggest one is the stress response, where I have no idea what Ugly Crier is. I have no idea, but as long as they're not destructive, that's good. So narcoleptic, this guy falls asleep anytime, not really a good trait to have on there. This yokel, he's not bright, which means you can't do research, but he's a good worker. The gastro something or other phobia, he's can't cook. Okay, no big deal there, right? So there's some things that we need to focus on. Athletics are great for being able to determine how fast somebody's going to run, which right now power is by foot power. So let's go ahead and let's just kind of just look this up a little bit. A binge eater is not that good either, because if he gets stressed out, he's going to eat all the food. We're going to try to look for somebody that's okay. Flatulent, he'll release gases into the air, which are not that great. You always have something that is kind of messed up about these guys, right? I'd love to have this guy 8 digging, but he's a narcoleptic. He's going to fall asleep all over the place. So we're going to try to kind of choose. Let's just as random. I like this construction 335. Destructive though. Irritable bowels mean we go into the bathroom a lot. It's kind of hard. -5 athletics. Anemic. Trouble keeping up with others. Wow. Okay, well, we're just going to try to get whatever we can. You know, it is what it is, right? Noodle arms. What's noodle arms? The strength is low? So what does that mean strength-wise? What is that? Is that the amount of stuff that the person can carry? That would be kind of interesting, right? Ugly crier, squeamish. Cannot tend to the sick. Okay, I don't need you tending to the sick, but look at you. Alright, let's take this guy. We'll take nails. Nails. Let's see here. Cooking. We got a pretty high cooking, this yokel guy. I like him. That cooking is high. His creative is pretty decent too. Kindness is alright. Which means he could be our doctor dude. And we can just, let's keep him. And we'll, well, should we keep him? Tough, right? This is the toughest part I find in the game. Is picking these guys. Wow, look at this guy. He's narcoleptic and destructive, but wow, look at all those interests. Operate, build, research. Farming, binge eater. I don't want a binge eater. Not going to have a lot of food to begin with. The loud sleeper. The problem with that is that he's going to get everybody ticked off because they're not going to be able to sleep. Ugly crier. Pacifist. He won't be a battler at all. I really need somebody that's into cooking 5, creative 3, digging 3, which is okay. And if I can get the lower end of the narcoleptic, vomiting. All right, give me a second here. I will come back after I pick my guys. Hold on a minute. Okay, so I picked my guys. I probably spent way too much time investing on this than I really needed to, right? It's one of those things where you try to want to get the best guys, but there's really no best guys to get, you know? It's just, it is what it is. We're going to name our colony Midnight's Mistake because it's probably what it's going to be. Yeah. We've got Nails, Grossman, and Stinky. Why not, right? There we go. We're going to take off. All right, so we land here. We're on a time base. This is day 1, and we need to figure out what's going on here. We got some fresh water here. These little tiles, these blue tiles, generate oxygen, so we want to keep those and preserve those as best we possibly can. We've got some plant life here, which is actually great because typically plant life's a little bit tough to find. And let's see, what else here? We've got a nice little area up here and a nice little, not a lot of algae, though there's some, but there's not like a huge amount of algae laying around. And algae is kind of important because we need that to convert our bad air into good air. All right, well, this is where we're going to be. This is where we're starting off, and I think it's okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Of course, the biggest part of their job is going to be digging, so let's get them involved in digging. Now, the way that oxygen works is the polluted oxygen is heavier. Our oxygen is lighter than the polluted air, so oxygen will fall down. This air is not barely breathable. Wow. And there's nothing in here. Little pockets of oxygen and not much. These are my 2 water areas, so we have to figure out what to do there. We need to get down to the water because they need water. Absolutely. We need some ground to be able to start producing places to sleep and places to build. Okay, I think I got kind of going on what I want to do. I think I've got standing of. It really should be like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 high. Be better if it was 5 high. So let's look at that. If I come down this level, why don't we come down to this next level here? So we don't have a lot to do. Oh, actually, let's just get started. I think, how is this going to work? I don't remember exactly how it works, how they start. I think once they get resources and a bunch of stuff unlocks. Is that how it works? Yeah, there we go. Okay. We want to get a ladder from here down. And we'll let these guys dig. This is standard stuff, right? Probably another first thing we really need to do is the storage compartment. Let's get the storage compartment over here. I'm gonna kind of be building this way first. You can't really give them too many tasks to work on because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. I did notice in the game, though, is that if you leave your area soil, there's a possibility that these creatures will pop up, or some of these guys inside of here, and they'll come and they'll eat resources or eat stuff off your base. That was kind of interesting when I came across that. I didn't realize that they had put that in there. We're going to build this like this. Keep coming across. And what I'll do is I'll keep making the tile out like this. Probably this other one, though, I don't want. I'll get rid of this one here. And that way they can keep cutting through this wall. This will just make sure that it carries all, so that they can put it all away. And we're going to come down because I want 5, 4, or 5. 4. I think 5 is optimal. So what I want to do is I want to come down. This is what, 3? I need to come down 2 levels. And that'll get me into the water too. Which is perfect. Alright, we have a few things. Just let them do their deal right now. Bed would be good to get going. Probably should do that, huh? Get my beds going first. Let's go ahead and get rid of the rest of this. Just come straight across. Get this tile over here. This. Okay. Alright, we'll do that. This might take them a little bit longer. And what we need to do is we need to start thinking about food and power and storage and all of that stuff, right? All that stuff is going to be needed. We need water. We need all of that. We're getting there. We are absolutely getting there. We're just starting out. This is always the toughest part of the game, is when you're first starting out like this. Go ahead and dig this area out. Now everybody does this all differently, right? Everybody's got their own process. It's been so long since I played. I don't know if this is a good deal or a bad deal, but we'll find out. We'll try to figure out what's going on. So we want this to come down too, but let's tap into this. We could tap into this water right away. Why don't we do that? Why don't we tap into this water? Let's get rid of this. I don't want to get rid of that one stone. Let's get rid of those guys. We'll come down with the ladder a little bit, and we'll put this platform on here. The water is something that we're going to need right away, and we can do this with this manual pumping station. We can put that probably right in here is fine. We'll get a ladder coming down. Something like that. We'll cancel this part of the ladder though. And I'll build in a tile floor. All right, here. All right, good. Alright, good. We got some people working. Got some oxygen being generated. Let's look at our oxygen, because we unlocked a couple areas where there wasn't a lot of oxygen. I think it's breathable. It's okay. We need to get rid of the carbon dioxide. We could probably drill straight down into this area right here and just drop the carbon dioxide down here. Carbon dioxide will fall to the lowest point. And this will go away over time. It's consuming itself already. So these guys will use that. Let's focus on some beds. I want to make sure that these guys have some beds. We could change the priority of stuff as well, so that's not a big deal. If we see that they're not doing what they need to be doing, we can change the priority of stuff. We're going to let them finish that out, and let's go ahead and put down some cots. Got 3 replicants, we'll do 3 cots. Let's think about power. I want a manual generator. I also want research station. That's important. We need to have some batteries if we're going to do power like this. Get a couple batteries here and here. And what else? Let's see. Got one storage unit. It's kind of getting fixed up. We have the algae thing, which will produce some oxygen. We're not quite there yet, though. Oh, yes. We need to start making food. Actually, the micro musher. Let's put that over here. Bathrooms. We need bathrooms, too. Hold on. We need bathrooms because otherwise it's going to start getting really messy in here really fast. Micro musher. Where's food? Job board. Cot. Where was that micro musher at? Watch basin. Then. Food micro musher. Let's put the micro musher over here. Oh, they all crashed. Okay, so your replicants, they wind up getting unhappy when they don't have beds or they don't have, various things, So here's the deal, right? They're sleeping. They've got a -20 on their sleeping cycle because they're not in the appropriate place. They have no job. So you can see their health. You can see their stress level. You can see their bladder. We need to get toilets in place because this guy's about to burst. Let's look at getting the toilet. Where is the bathroom here? We got a wash basin. We have an outhouse and plumbing. Let's get an outhouse down here. 1 or 2? You know what? Let's get 2. Dirty little replicants. They can either go everywhere. All right, let's get that down there. Like I said, we're gonna have to move some stuff. Let's get some power. Hook all these guys up. Okay. Yep, I know you guys need bathrooms. Let's make the bathrooms a priority, actually. Get them working on the bathrooms really fast. Then you guys can relieve yourselves. Be in good shape. Alright, bathroom's done. Everybody's going to use the bathroom. We're getting some food. We need to start producing some food right away. We don't have any research happening, so let's get some research. Basic farming. We'll start researching that. Somebody can start researching. Thank you for the subscription. Whoever subscribed, I really appreciate it. I don't have that dialogue up, but thank you very much. Got a great community, discord.me/OneLastMidnight. If you guys like to do the Discord thing, be sure you join. Okay, these guys gotta poo. Get to, you're eating way too long to eat, bud. Go and do your bathroom deal. Taking forever. Good. There you go. Okay, let's have these guys sweep up resources because we have a lot of resources laying around that nobody's tackling. It'd be better if we could have them take care of the resources right away. We need to get the food. We need to start generating food, so let's prioritize. Since the bathrooms are complete, let's prioritize this. Where's my third guy? Oh, he's at the research station. Stinky's my runner, I think. So power, I want to keep as a priority. Food, I want to keep as a priority. Research, not so much right now. So let's change the priority. Kind of want this as a 7. This is a 7. Research a little bit lower. We'll keep everything else kind of at a 5. We'll get the power built up as much as humanly possible. He's disinfecting. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Let's get these beds built. I want these built right away because I want people sleeping in the beds tonight. And I think that's it for kind of my basic base. How is my oxygen? Carbon dioxide's kind of building up. The good thing is that we have like a lot of these little oxygen producer guys. This one is gone. It's no longer here anymore. So he finally used up all of his oxygen. We can drop some off down here though. We can come down here with, like I said, with the ladder all the way down. This is kind of close to this wall. Water will seep through, by the way. It will seep through. The fertilizer, this is sandstone. It will definitely go through sandstone. So if you leave only, like, let's say one barrier of wall, it'll start disintegrating over time. Oh, gas. What? These are, we can harvest these, right? Can't harvest that. Can we harvest that? What is that? I don't know if it can be harvested. Why are these not being picked up? Oh, I have no power over here. Oops, that's why I'm not getting my food musher mushing. Alright. Food musher mushing. Oh, if we harvest the plant, 36% grown. Not entirely sure how that works. It's been a long time. Those guys are storing. Since our food is looking a little bit low, did they fix this? They did, but they didn't fix this. Colony lacks what? Seasoned miners. Ooh. I think the bed is fine, though. Not too sure. Our cycle is getting close to being done. Day 2. Day 3, I think we get a replicant, right? Yeah, one more cycle, we get a replicant. Another replicant. It helped to get another guy in here. This is going to produce a lot of oxygen for a while. It's a huge resource. Let's get another storage unit built. This is getting halfway. I need somebody focused on building this. I need to get this up and running. Right, good. Once we get the wire complete, we can start getting somebody working on food. Food is priority. I don't know, what do I have? I have 12 kilograms stored. Oh, a lot of subscribers this morning. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys subscribe. Fantastic. All right, replicants are doing pretty well. Nails and Stinky are just kind of beating feet. All right, well, you know what? Actually, let me do this. We're at a good stoppage place. Let me stop for a minute, and we'll start up. We'll do another episode here shortly. I appreciate you guys joining me. Put a like if you like the series. Leave comments in the comments section below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.